continuing on, we've got a single saw wave. The next thing we need to do is to turn the oscillator reset button on, which is there. That switches the oscillator reset on. Now, the oscillator reset resets the oscillator at the same point in the waveform every time the synth hears a note on. And it's definitely something you want if you're making fast bass lines, because it keeps the attacks all even and uniform. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Next thing we need is a low-pass filter. This synth has got a dozen or so filters, 18 or something. This one in particular is good for bass lines. It's called LP Low Pass Vintage. It's particularly good for bass lines, so we choose that. This is another good one, by the way, LP Vintage 2. LP Excite it works very well for bass as well, but there we are. There's the low pass filter. Okay, next thing we need is to put the envelope mode to re-trigger. Okay, we're getting there. So, next thing, rather than two envelopes, we're going to just use the one envelope for both the amplitude and the filter to control the filter cutoff, that is. So, how do we do that? Well, this thing here, this modulation button or selector, you can select envelope 1. Envelope 1 on this synth is the amplitude envelope, and it's that one there. So we're going to ignore this one down here completely, pretend it doesn't exist. Okay, so envelope 1, I'll open the filter just to show that it's controlling envelope. You see? If I run the sequence, you'll be able to hear that better. Okay, so you can see that that's controlling the amplitude. Now, if we put this down, you'll be able to see that it's also controlling the filter cutoff. I'll put the sequence on again. That's the envelope 1 depth. And as you can see, just to emphasize it, I'll put the resonance up on the filter. So our envelope 1 is controlling both the amplitude of the note and the envelope depth. I'm sorry, the filter cutoff. Okay, so let's run the sequence with a kick. See, already that's definitely in the ballpark for a good trance bass sound. Put the kick in. So now, if you put too much envelope in, it'll start to sound a bit like a kind of 80s electro kind of. You don't want all that. So it's getting the right sound is a fine interplay between the amount of filter envelope depth you've got controlled by this one here and the cutoff, and these two parameters, which is the decay and the sustain on the envelope. Right, so let's tweak those and see if we can get it sounding good. Right, I'll turn the sequence on again. So your decay will shape the percussive attack on the front end of the bass notes, and the envelope depth will control how much of that percussion you're adding. So with none, it's just like, which is also a good sound. But as you add envelope depth, you add percussion to the front of the notes. beyond a certain point, as I said, it just sounds like a squelch fest, and it just doesn't work. But for trance, that is. But if you use a lot of envelope depth, you need to close the cutoff. And if you use less envelope depth, you need to open the cutoff to compensate. So that's pretty good. That's what we've got so far. See you in the next one.